What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the Montreal Canadiens re-signing Desharnais to a 4-year extension worth $14 million for an average of $3.5 million per season. Desharnais emerged as a top 2 center last year with 60 points in 81 games on a pretty bad Habs team, I might add. This year he has 16 points through 27 games. He's actually a plus 10 last year, like I said, on a pretty bad Habs team. So, and like I said, I think he's a real inspirational story. 5'7", 180 pounds, not the biggest guy, not the most prototypical NHL size, but a guy that kept battling. Undrafted free agent, had to play in the East Coast League, AHL, overage year in the queue, not in that order, and then really emerged as a bona fide player, and it's really good to see, and I'm really excited to see what he can do going forward for the Habs. I think it's a good deal. I think he's going to continue to grow offensively. He's 26 years old. He'll be 27 in September. Should be just entering his prime, but I think he's going to, really have a big leadership role. I mean, you get guys like Galchenyuk who are, highly touted guys that were drafted really high. Subban's another second-round pick. Patrick, who's drafted pretty high. Carey Price was, golden boy for goaltenders. And then you get a guy like this that was discounted. He ran into a lot of Marty St. Louis, and who's to say his career trajectory doesn't go along the same lines? But Marty, undrafted free agent, Tampa Bay Lightning gave him a chance. Calgary gave him a chance, got rid of him. Tampa Bay brought him in, and the rest is history. So, I'm not going to say David Desharnais is going to be Marty St. Louis. Very few players have that skill, that elite skill set. But, he's really a guy that you're going to want on your team. And I think the leadership rubs off because, he didn't have it easy. No one gave him a shot, a fair chance, and Montreal finally did, and, look how it worked out for them. And, it's paid dividends, and I think he has that, in the back of his head, I didn't have it easy to get here, and I think that's what's awesome to see. And I think, like I said, it's an inspirational story for smaller players everywhere. That you don't have to be the biggest guy; you just have to play your game. And if you keep working hard at it, good things can and will happen to you. And I think that's a pretty cool thing to see. So all in all, good deal for both sides. I think Desharnais can continue to produce offensively, and I think the Habs made a good move, keeping him in the fold long term. Anyway, let's talk about this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Habs re-signing David Desharnais to a 4-year extension worth $14 million. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.